Trucking Life with Shawn. Today it is Saturday. What's today's date? The 13th, right? May 13th. That's right. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Make sure y'all got y'all a good Mother's Day for your mother or your wife or your child's mother, your grandmother. Make sure you get that all taken care of. I'm over in the passenger seat if you're wondering why. I'm not driving. My trainee Noah's driving over here. He's down less than 60 hours away from graduating from his training and going on to be a professional truck driver here at Rosedale Transport. If you're looking for a good job, you need to call Rosedale Transport 706-226-1003. They will help you out. They hire right out of school. They hire new truck drivers. They reimburse your tuition to you. And they will help you out and get you started and get you going. I started here 15 years ago, left, went to a few other places, and now I'm back. And the reason I'm back is because it's a great company to work for. They're easy going. They get you home every week. They got good equipment and a lot of dropping hooks. So appreciate y'all. Now, if you're just joining me live, I'm on 75 southbound in Georgia in the passenger seat. Noah's driving over here. He's almost graduated. It's his second week. But today I got to talk to y'all about something special. What's up there, Chris Morris? What's up, Saltiest Trucker? Appreciate it. It's a great post on personal conveyance. Even this old salty dog can learn a thing or two. I appreciate it, big dog. Today I want to talk to you about the struggles of a truck driver's wife or being married to a truck driver. We don't talk about it enough, y'all. So while I'm on this passenger side over here, I'm going to talk to you about something that I was discussing with my wife, and it being Mother's Day coming up soon. We need to be thankful to our wives, truck drivers. They go through a lot. There's a lot they go through. We may work hard out here, but they go through a lot too. And I don't think we talk about it enough. You know, we don't actually go over these points. There's a lot of things that we can talk about in trucking, but do we actually talk about what our wives go through, what it's like being married to a truck driver? And for the women out there that maybe have husbands at home, you know, so I want to say wives. Let's just say being married to a truck driver. It can be challenging in its own. So a few things here, drivers. If you're just joining me live, we're on 75 southbound in Florida. Let me flip the screen right around. Hold on, film. There we go. So, the sky's beautiful. So let's think about it. Okay, we leave home, and us truck drivers are gone sometimes days, weeks, months on the road. And we leave our spouses at home. They have to deal with a lot of stuff. Let's go over the first thing, responsibility. The wives have a lot of responsibility that goes on. You know, you're home, and let's say the toilet overflows or there's something like that happens, you can fix it. Well, now that you're going as a truck driver, these are things your spouse has to take care of. And they're having to take care of it alone. The grass may be cutting up high. They gotta, like I was talking to my wife earlier, I called her earlier, I was checking her, and I could get on the phone, and so I just checked the cameras at the house, and she was out there on the riding lawnmower. We just got to do riding lawnmower. It's the first time I ever riding it. She's out there cutting grass. Thank God I'm a country girl. You know that song, Thank God I'm a country boy. I had that thong stuck in my head. She's out there cutting grass. And I wasn't there to actually show her. You know, I usually cut the grass, but I stayed out a little longer this time. So kudos to her, you know. And, you know, so she's got to cut the grass. And, you know, if there's something happens, she's got to be responsible to, you know, if something happens at the house, she's got to call and get it repaired. These are things that us men normally do, but we don't think about it. We don't think about what it's like to her to have your spouse to have all that responsibility. So as truck drivers, do we think about that? We don't talk about it. Our wives having all this responsibility, and then she's got the kids. She's got to take care of the kids, make sure they get to school, make sure they get fed, make sure they're doing all right, make sure they got groceries, make sure she's cooking, she's cleaning. There's a lot that goes on with being a truck driver's wife, and man, kudos to the truck driver's wives today. It'd be Mother's Day tomorrow. I just want to say, I want to give a special thanks and shout out to my wife. Lauren, I love you, baby. I thank you so much. If you're watching this video or if you watch it later, I love you very much. Let's see here. It says, good afternoon, Alan Wilson. Good afternoon from Linda Addison. Says, hi, yes, we do. We raise our kids, cook, clean, and help our husbands. Exactly. John said, hey, Shawn, I hope you're doing well. Safe drive, man. I'm trying to, man. Doing the best I can. Over in the passenger seat. Noah's over here driving, and we rocking and rolling. Hey, Noah.
What up?
What's up? Yeah, we just here talking about, you know, our wives and what they have to go through. So, if you're just joining me live, we're on 75 southbound in Georgia. headed to Florida. But we're talking about a subject right here that most people don't talk about, is the struggles of a trucker's spouse, trucker's wife, trucker's husband, whatever. So one, they got the responsibility. Number two, they've got with dealing on the phone, and they can, if they have, they can FaceTime you or see the videos, but just be able to talk to you. Make sure you're taking your time, drivers, to talk to your wife, your husband out there. Let them talk to your spouse and say, hey, baby, what's going on, and just be there for them, because they're having to deal with that, being alone and being isolated. I mean, because you're gone for a month and you say, well, I'm isolated in the truck. Well, they're isolated too. They're isolated at the house, and not having you there to talk to, not having you there at night to lay next to or wake up. It's hard, but we got to do what we got to do to survive. And this is, if you're a truck driver, you're bringing on the money, and you may say, well, I'm gone all the time, blah, 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 blah. But take the time and think about what they're going through at home. It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? And depression, and it can be anxiety, and just having you gone. So they can deal with depression, anxiety, loneliness. All this stuff can build up, and there's things that we can do to help our spouse by try to take care of things when we get home. Try to take care of the grass. Try to take care of things that they may need. But it's still not going to be 100% because you're still not there. You're still not there. You're gone. You're not there. You're gone. There's going to be times where Johnny, little Joey, little Susie, whatever you call, are going to fall and get hurt, and they're going to have to deal with it. They're having to deal with it, taking them to the hospital, getting them to the doctor. And there may be times where that you may fight with your husband or your wife, and they may say, hey, you're not here, and you're not there, and da-da-da-da-da. So when they say those conversations with you, don't get upset and be like, well, I'm out here working. What do you think? And, you get upset. Try to take your time. Go ahead and get in the right lane when you can. Try to take your time and think about what they may be going through before you just jump to conclusion and be like, well, blah, 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 because they go through a lot, right? So what else can we do, drivers? Well, we can communicate with her. How often have you talked to your wife? How often have you talked to her every night before you go to bed? That's another thing they have to worry about. They have to worry about you as as your driver. Truck driver is dangerous. They have to worry about if you're going to make it okay, or you're going to have a wreck, you're going to have an accident. So they have a lot of anxiety there too, if they love you, So kudos to the truckers' wives out there, the truckers' husbands and trucker spouses. Kudos to them. Let's see what some of these comments says. It says, raining in Baltimore, Maryland. Salty Trucker says, just wondering if it's safe to travel in the center lane rather than keep right. Okay, that being said, yes, I like driving in the center lane. I don't really keep, if there's a lot of merging traffic, I advise my trainees to drive in the center lane. I really do. Sometimes I try to be there. I don't care if I'm the slowest person in the center lane. You can keep right, but if there's a lot of merging traffic, I get over in that lane. You know what I mean? That's me. But some people may disagree with me. Some people may not. The reason I told him to get in the right lane is we had a weigh station coming up. That was the reason I told him that. Belinda Addison says, is it true truck drivers' tires get slashed in Florida and Georgia and Kentucky? There was a rampage of that not too long ago, which I don't know where. I seen that on Mother Trucker News, and somebody sent me a video that some of that stuff, some people were getting some tires cut, and you know what? I don't know what it was, but it could be that there was could be a tire store around there trying to get some business. You know what I'm saying? Like they going out there. I don't know, but it says bypass. So yeah, we're good now. Keep on trucking from California. What's up, Alex Gonzalez? Alan Wells said a lot of patient women. Yeah, a lot of patient women out here. A lot of patient out there. Like I said, I've got the greatest wife in the world. Kudos to her. I love her to death. We've been together over 20-something years. In the last 15 years, me and being a truck driver, she's had to put up with a lot. And she put up with a lot to me when I was younger. I just in and out of jail and done stupid things. And she stuck with me. She's the greatest woman in the world. So on this Mother's Day, I want to make sure I tell her a happy Mother's Day and I love her. And make sure you do that to your spouses too. Tell them you love them. Tell them happy Mama's Day. And show them the respect that they deserve, because they don't get a whole lot of it. You know what I mean? But anyway, so enough talking about that. How's everybody else doing out there? Everybody doing all right? Salty Trucker said, I see people accustomed to the center lane so much they travel uphill. Now, I'm against that. If I do see it, say right now I'm in this lane, and I look behind us in the mirror and I see that there's a line of traffic or a line of trucks. Since trucks can't get in the left lane, we will merge over back into the right lane. But as a new truck driver, instead of him having to swap lanes a whole lot, right here when we're out here in the middle, not in the middle of nowhere, but in South Georgia, I'm fine with him being in this middle lane. You got cars that are merging in and out, that's fine. But if a truck driver was getting on his tail and couldn't get around, then yeah, we would get on the right. But you are right, Salty Trucker. Going up a mountain, you need to get going slower. You need to be in the far right lane. That is true. That is true. So no, you got 1 week left. How you feel, man?
Feeling pretty good. Happy Mother's Day, Stacy. I love you too.
There you go. There you go.
Get me in trouble.
It ain't Mother's Day yet. It's not Mother's Day yet. I ain't trying to get you in trouble. But anyway, so yeah, he's got 1 more week left, and he'll be on his own. He'll be coming home, so he'll have to do local next week. So he'll have 1 more week with me, and then next Monday, Tuesday, something like that, he'll do local. Then should be getting home. We'll get his hours done. So yep. So we're at a place called Forsyth, Georgia. That's where they train down here in Forsyth. Is where they train the all the police officers in Georgia come down here to Forsyth to train. Well, not all of it. It's got one big training facility here, anyway. So if y'all looking for a trucking company out there, yeah, I know y'all need to go to Rosedale Transport. 706-226-1003. Tell me your boy Shawn. Tell me your boy Shawn sent you. Ask for Tina, they'll get you hooked up. Experienced drivers right now, they're giving a $4,500 sign-on bonus. If you've got 6 months experience, $4,500 does a sign-on with them. 90% drop and hook. You're home every week. It's a great company, man. They like I said, everybody that works here, I keep harping on that because it's the truth, you know. I've had a lot of drivers that quit coming over to Rosedale, and they're all happy. I mean, a lot of happy drivers out there. But if you're a new truck driver or right out of school, they'll hire you with no experience. And they'll ask you to reimburse you for what if you owe a school, or let's say you signed on with Swift or signed on with another company, you owe them money back or a contract. They'll take care of it for you up to $4,500. So make sure you call them, but make sure you tell them I sent you. That way, what I got doing over there? So yeah, make sure you do. If you don't need the number, get a 706-226-1003. Also, tomorrow is Sunday, y'all. Y'all know what tomorrow is? Y'all let me know in the comments what we do on Sunday. Just see if anybody's listening or anybody who's watching right now knows what I'm talking about. What do we do on Sunday? Let me know in the comments. Around 10 a.m. every Sunday, what do we call it? I'll give y'all a few minutes. Let's see if anybody knows the answer to that question. Something Sunday I do for all the truck drivers. Every Sunday at 10 a.m. Red Rover says, does the company you haul for haul in California? No. I'm sorry, buddy. They don't, man. I wish they did, but they don't. All right, for those who don't know what happens on Trucker Sunday, there you go. It's Trucker Sunday. There you go, Alan Wells. You got it. Trucker Sunday. Every Sunday at 10 a.m., I'll pull over wherever we're at on the side of the road, and I do Trucker Sunday. Verlina said, isn't loads and freight and trucking slow now? Nope. You're still buying stuff at Walmart. You're still getting stuff at Publix, the grocery store. You're still buying things, right? Anything out there comes by a truck, so trucking is busy. It stays busy. Trucking ain't slow. Trucking ain't slow at all. They may have some freight lanes that might be a little slower, but then we're rolling. So trucks are moving. They still moving. On Sunday, we go back to work. Yeah, a lot of people go back to work on Sunday. But no, we do Trucker Sunday on Sunday. I'll pull over and I'll read the Bible to you, tell you a little bit about God, and we have a little Trucker Sunday service out here on the road. So make sure y'all join me tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Trucking Sunday. But all right, I'm going to get off here. Just wanted to do a live, let y'all know where I was at. Appreciate all y'all stepping in and watching. It does help the viewer count. Hey, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you got any value or if you even like watching this video, y'all give me a thumbs up. Smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe, share this on Facebook, share it on Instagram, share it wherever you can. so that way we don't let the algorithm work against us, and we can keep making safe truck drivers out there. Appreciate it, all y'all. Let's get it. It's Trucking Live with Shawn.